Hello and welcome to this Contacta training video explaining how to upgrade the firmware to the latest 6.19 version on your vPro driver models V34A, V34 and V22A. We will also explain how to identify your driver's existing firmware version and how to go about saving its current settings. For this video you will need a pen and paper along with a USB drive. You may have been sent the Contacta branded USB sticks and update pack. If you have, then please note that the black USB drive contains firmware version 6.19. The white USB drive is blank and may be used to save settings if your driver's firmware is currently version 6.16 or newer. If you have not received these USB drives from Contacta or your dealer, you will need a blank formatted USB drive for downloading the latest firmware version from the Contacta website. For information on how to download the latest version of the vPro, please see the link in the description below. Reboot the driver. This is best done by turning it off from the power source. Upon restart, you will notice that the Contacta logo is shown on the screen and that there is a firmware version number shown in the bottom right hand corner. If this displays as version 6.15 or lower, please continue watching this video. However, if this shows as version 6.16, please refer to the USB settings saving video linked in the description box below. Rebooting the driver can take a few minutes. Once rebooted, unlock the driver by pressing the driver's main button and entering the unlock code 2239. Once unlocked, take your pen and paper and note the existing settings for inputs A and B. These are the gain and phantom power on/off for each input. You should also note the audio time delay setting and the low cut filter setting. If your driver is network connected for remote monitoring, you may also want to take note of the remote monitoring settings, including the driver's MAC address. If you know that the driver was accessing the network using a fixed IP address, note it now. You may note the driver's 4-digit PIN number, but this should never change with software updates. Returning to the main menu, enter the Manual Loop Setup menu. The driver will ask you to confirm that you understand the effects of manual setup. Select Yes. Next, go through the AGC Select, HFC Select, Set Drive Level, Output Phasing, and Line Output submenus to note down the recorded settings. The current settings are highlighted in bold. Please note that if you have a phased array driver, you need to note down the setting for both the primary and the secondary output level within the Set Drive Level submenu. With the driver still unlocked, insert either the black Contacta USB drive with the version 6.19 firmware installed, or your own USB drive if you have downloaded these files yourself from the Contacta website. After a few seconds you should be greeted with the message, USB with system updater files detected. Would you like to update the device? Using the control knob, select Yes. Your driver will then begin to update. This may take a few minutes, and during this time the driver will restart automatically. Once complete, the driver will return to its lock screen. You can then remove the USB drive with the updater files from the rear of the driver. You will next need to unlock the driver again using the passcode 2239 as before. Next, enter the saved settings you wrote down earlier. You will need to re-enter each menu and submenu as you did when writing these settings down. If the driver was network connected and using a fixed IP address, you should enter the noted address and ensure that the DHCP is disabled in the driver settings. Don't forget to note down the serial number of this driver and any others you install the latest firmware version on. Please visit the link in the description box below to enter this serial number and claim your additional 6 months warranty. Terms and conditions apply. Please see the link in the description for more details. Congratulations, you've completed the required steps necessary to update your vPro driver to firmware version 6.19.